Weather Scope.
Well, that rumbling you heard overnight in Avery, North Carolina, were the salt trucks. They were out in force. Snow caused by a huge winter storm that's disrupting much of the east this morning. We're looking at some high winds and heavy rains continuing on the coast, and in the interior, some very heavy wet snows. Hello and welcome to Weather Scope. I'm Mark Mancuso. Our special coverage of the storm includes on-location reports from Weather Channel crews in Virginia and in West Virginia. And with the details, here's Kristin Dadd in our forecast center. Good morning, Kristin.
Good morning, Mark, and good morning, folks in the southeast and the mid-Atlantic region as you are waking up to plenty of rain, wind, and also in some areas heavy snow. Let's show you what is happening across the area as our area of low pressure is now sitting over Georgia and South Carolina. Moisture coming in, and it has really been dumping some heavy rainfall in Norfolk and also up toward Richmond, and we are seeing it continuing to come down in Roanoke. But you can see the areas in white. That's also a big problem as we have had the snow coming down even as far south as Anniston, and a few flurries in the Atlanta metro area, and just to the northwest of Atlanta near the small town of Dallas. That's where we have had reports from our weather spotters of up to 2 inches of snow, now changing over to a snow-rain mix. Look at the heavy rain indicated by the darker shades of green in Norfolk, and also we have some strong winds on the coastline as well, and that is setting up the potential for coastal flooding. As that low moves to the north, we'll have winds coming onshore, and so you need to watch out anywhere from Sandy Hook southward to Surf City. Here's a look at some of the gusts that we have seen, as much as 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts near Richmond. Also gusty winds in portions of the mountainous areas, and that is causing some problems where we do have plenty of snowfall in place, and it has really been coming down, and that has been closing some interstates, which we will detail in a moment coming up on TravelWise. In the meantime, though, we want to join our crews that are live. We have 2 folks who we sent out into this storm. Our Bill Keneally is poised in Beckley, West Virginia, where he is getting the snowfall. And our Mike Seidel, the lucky winner, who we sent to Virginia Beach, where he is being pelted by rain and wind. Mike, we'll go to you first.
Yes, obviously I didn't win the pick 3 in the weather lottery this morning, Kristin. It is blowing here, another nor'easter, the second one in a week, and the surf is pounding the beaches. High tide, though, is still 4 or 5 hours away, 1:45 this afternoon, so we've got a long way to go. And the water right now is as high as it was at high tide yesterday, and it's just past low tide, so just gives you an idea of what we're looking forward to, or maybe not looking forward to. Let's check out the Weather Channel mass cam, get an idea of what's going on. The surf is really angry this morning. We're looking at the Virginia Beach fishing pier. Sometimes the end of the pier gets chopped off by a storm like this. We'll have to wait and see. Let's hope not. And scanning south, you're looking southeast into the heavy rain, the wind-driven rain, and a very desolate boardwalk here in Virginia Beach this morning. The surf continues to be a real concern because last week some of Virginia's beach, or some of the beach here in Virginia rather, was taken out by the beach erosion process, that northeast wind. Some areas lost 3 up to 6 feet of beach, and with this beach erosion continuing right on through tomorrow, we're going to lose more beach, not only here, but up around Assateague and up towards Ocean City and Fenwick Island in Delaware. So the whole mid-Atlantic is going to get battered with this one. And the big difference between this storm and the last storm is this one's sticking around longer. We will be sticking around through the entire event here on the boardwalk in Virginia Beach. If conditions get too dangerous, of course, we'll move a little bit further to the west. Let's move west now to the mountains of West Virginia, where it's a skier's paradise this morning. Here's Bill Keneally with the update from Beckley. Bill?
Okay, Mike, thanks a lot. As Dorothy would say, I'll paraphrase her, I have a funny feeling I'm not in Tampa anymore. 24 hours back, I was saying it's a little bit muggy, I'd like it a little cooler, a little drier. Well, I guess I had better be careful for what I wish for. We are here in Beckley, we're at about 2,500 feet. Mike is at sea level, obviously, and the difference is we are plenty cold enough. We're about 30 right now. Earlier today we had some freezing rain, now we've gone over pretty much an all snow event. This latest snow, probably in the order of 2 to 3 inches. That is on top of the crippling snow that brought about 2 to 3.5 feet to this area only a week ago. And by the way, there's still about 4,000 customers back to my left here in the town of Beckley that are still without power. Behind me is the interstate. This is I-77, the turnpike of West Virginia, and I-64 just to the south here. The roadways are in good shape. Now, it is starting to snow, though, so the roadways are getting slushy. They were more blackened pavement earlier, but now they are getting slick, so use caution coming north-south on 77 or east-west on I-64. We'll be here all day today, and now we'll turn it back to Kristin in the Atlanta studios.
All right, thanks a lot, Bill. And we are going to see more of what they are getting. Let's go ahead and take a look at the maps, and you can see at least 2 more feet possible of snow before midnight tonight and heavy rain along the coast. And we do have flash flood warnings in effect in Orange County, Virginia. Roads there are closed due to some heavy flooding conditions. Also some flooding in northeast Georgia and Habersham County, Elbert, Franklin, Hart, and Stevens County in the northeast corner in the mountains. And watch out here with the heavy snow continuing to come down, and that is causing problems on the roadways. This is going to be leaving, and so it's heading up to the northeast. In the meantime, we'll still deal with a little bit of wet weather in the southeast. As that does progress northward, we'll see more snow in store for Pittsburgh, just like what you're getting. So watch out for that.